guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Zoe and I am so happy that you found my little corner of the internet where I love to talk about books. Today I'm going to be talking about 5-star predictions that I have for books that I'm going to read in 2023. I'm going to make this one very short and sweet. I'm not going to get into too much detail about the books. I don't even know what some of them are about. I just think they're going to be 5 stars because of who the author is. But some of them are new books that are coming out in 2023. That's what I will start with. And then there are some that are backlisted that I think I'm also going to give 5 stars. So let's get into those books. Starting with books being published in 2023, the book that I know I'm going to give 5 stars and honestly could be a favorite of the year is Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. I adore When in Rome. This is the second book after When in Rome. It's about the main character's sister, Noah's sister Annie, and I cannot wait for it. May cannot come soon enough. I'm just so ready to read this book. The next book, another one that I've talked about, is Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. I adore Every Summer After. It's one of my favorite books that I've ever read, and I think this one is going to be just as special and I will hold it just as close to my heart. So I'm really excited to read this one as well. Next is Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I have a friend on Bookstagram who has been talking about this book for a while. She loved it. It was her favorite book of 2022 and she hypes it up so much that I cannot wait to read it. I read my first Abby Jimenez book in 2022. I read Part of Your World and I adored it. And I think this one's going to be even better if we're being real. So I'm really excited to get my hands on that one. The next book is How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. I have loved the Grady Hendrix books that I've read and I love a good haunted house story. So I think this one is going to be really fun, really scary and spooky, and I can't wait to read it. It's going to be so good. I definitely will be reading it in October. I think it's going to be a perfect Halloween read this year. Next is a book that actually was published before this year, but is being published in the US again. So Solitaire by Alice Oseman. I just adore Alice Oseman's writing. Every book that I've read has just been so incredible. They're all so deep and like really powerful messages. They're not like romance books typically, which I really like, other than Heartstopper, of course, which we all love. I'm really excited to finally read Solitaire. It follows Tori, Charlie Spring's sister, and it's going to be so good. The next one, which I actually didn't realize it was coming out until somebody told me the other day, is In the Lives of Puppets by TJ Klune. This is like a light Pinocchio retelling, and I read the synopsis. It sounds really good, and I've loved the other 2 TJ Klune books that I've read, so I can't wait to read this one. And the last book that I think will be 5 stars that's coming out in 2023 is The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I think this one's going to be 5 stars, even though I gave the last book in the Inheritance Games series a 4 stars because I love the Hawthorne brothers and it's dual POV. Jennifer Lynn Barnes posted something on her Instagram today and she showed that she was writing a Grayson chapter, and I love Grayson. I'm really excited to learn more about the brothers and see more of their fun games, and I can't wait. Now I'm going to talk about the books that were published before 2023, but I will personally be reading for the first time, and I really have strong feelings that they will all be 5 stars. So the first one is ACOTAR. I have the whole series, but I think at least the first book is going to be 5 stars. I'm a little hesitant to go into it because I don't typically read fantasy, but I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I really think I'm going to love it. Next is Daisy Jones and the Six. I'm going to read this one really soon because I want to read it before the show comes out. I'm so excited for the show, but I think I'm really going to like this one because I've heard really great things about it. All the quotes that I've seen have been so good, and I love stories about musicians. So I think it's going to be really fun. I think the interview style format will be really interesting to read, and I just get really strong 5-star vibes. Next is Here's to Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. I've talked about this one in several videos because I love the first book, What If It's Us? And Here's to Us looks just so good. I'm really excited to see how Arthur and Ben's story comes to an end. I'm really sad to finish it, but I'm excited to read it. And I just know it's going to be 5 stars because Becky Albertalli books are always 5 stars for me. And as I said, I love the first book, so I just know this one will be great too. The next one is Emily Henry in general. I have only read Beach Read by her, so I'm planning to read People We Meet on Vacation and Book Lovers and hopefully Happy Place by her this year. And I don't know which one, but I get the vibe that one of them will be 5 stars, if not all of them, because Beach Read was just so incredible. I know I'm going to love the others too, and I'm really, really excited to start reading those. The next book is Loveless by Alice Oseman. As I said, huge Alice Oseman fan. I've heard really great things about Loveless, and I feel like everybody gives that book 5 stars, and I've read what it's about and I get 5-star vibes from it, so looking forward to that one very soon as well. Then another book that everybody's read and I haven't, Song of Achilles. I can't wait to read this. I'm not ready for it because everybody cries, people say it's heartbreaking, and I don't know much about it. I haven't gotten spoilers for it, so I'm excited for it, and I just really think that one will be very highly rated. I'm ready to find out, so hopefully soon. I think I'm gonna read that one in March. The next book is one that I've had for several years, and I'm finally gonna read it this year. I feel like nobody really talks about it, but it's Illuminae. This one is like a science fiction book, which I don't typically read, but I did start it a while ago and I was really loving it. I've heard great things about it. One of my friends is obsessed with it. She loves it, gave it 5 stars, and I think I will too. It looks really good, sounds really interesting, and I love reading books that are like really different genres, but that surprise me and I end up falling in love with them, so I'm ready to see how I feel about that one. And the last book on my 5-star prediction list is The Green Mile by Stephen King. I got this book last year and I love me some Stephen King, but this one I have really strong feelings about. I really think I'm gonna love it. I am a little nervous for it because I feel like it's gonna get pretty emotional, but I think it's gonna be a good one. Stephen King can be pretty hit or miss for me. Some of his books are great and others are not my favorite, but I think this one is definitely gonna be a good one and I'm gonna give it 5 stars. So those were all the books that I'm thinking will be 5 stars this year. Who knows? We will find out by the end of the year what I felt about all of these, but I'm getting really strong feelings that they will all be 5 stars or at least very highly rated. I think I'm gonna love each and every one of them and I can't wait to find out. If you read any of these books and loved or hated any of them, I would love to hear about it in the comments, or my Instagram will be linked down below. I would love to talk to you about it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one.